Hi again, this is part 3 of our little Sins of a Solar Empire Trinity / Diplomacy tour. So as you can see here, this is an envoy of one of the computer players doing its thing, getting money off me, spreading goodwill, and that sort of thing. And one of the other things I wanted to show you, and this makes again a big difference, and we weren't expecting it, but it really has, is that let's say I want to attack someone. But I have lots of money, but my military, I just don't have the logistics for it or what have you. I can now go to the pirates and give them a mission. This is a new feature, and I can say, hey, attack this planet. This is his home planet, and I'm going to put in lots of money. I'm going to hold the shift key down. So here's a tip. Shift key will make it go in increments of 500. And as you can see here, the more I spend, I have a lot of money, I can make it overwhelmingly powerful, and this will wipe out that planet in all likelihood, or at least do some real damage to him. Sometimes I like to send a scout right behind him just so I can watch it. Now I can't do this again for another 5 minutes, so it's not like I can just keep wailing on someone, but I can do some real pain to an opponent while just because I've been focusing on my economy. And what I can do then is, while the AI softens them up a little bit, I'll then follow up with my fleet. So that's another of the what I find pretty cool features in this. Another feature, this is the relation screen. This is a totally new screen. And here I can see what my relations are with each player. So this guy's dead. And when I mouse over, if you look in the bottom right, and now this is video, so I don't know how much you can see of this, I can see why my relations are a certain way. So some players, and this gets back into making every game really feel different. Some players just have a diplomatic inclination. They just don't like me, and that will be random per game. So you don't know how things are going to be. Then there's a racial one. If I'm playing as the tech, which are the humans, the Advent, they won't like me, so I'll get -2 against me. By contrast to Visari, they don't like me, but they don't hate me like the Advent tend to. So this guy here, he wants to get a peace treaty with me because I have pretty good relations with him, because I've improved my relations, I've attacked his enemies, and he was inclined to like me in the first place. So through here you can just see who I have good relations with, and of course some of them are already dead. And I can also see how many diplomacy points I have. So if I get to 675, I'm going to win the game, or assuming I'm first to get there. Now some players, so I have 255. So am I on my way to winning? Well, looks like I'm doing pretty good. 225, so I'm ahead of him. So right now I'm on my way to getting a diplomatic victory. And the reason for that is because that's the way I'm playing. I'm focusing on trying to win that way, which was not as easy as it looks, because I had to, from my system, I had to conquer everyone in my system to do that. And by doing that, it took a lot of pressure off me to because if you have enemies, they will drag your score down. Well, I had enemies, I took them out. So which is the point, is that you don't just have to play as Mr. I'm a nice guy, I'm going to sit back. We didn't want to make the game where players were just sitting around building buildings and waiting an hour or two for them to win, but rather the diplomacy victory, the diplomatic victory, and diplomacy as an expansion is designed to give players a way to influence their relations on different players, so they can play a kind of a Machiavellian. The way I liken to it to my friends is, if entrenchment was the Darth Vader of expansion packs, then diplomacy is the Emperor Palpatine expansion. As you can see, the pirates have gotten a lot nastier here too, bastards. Edit that part. But anyways, as you can see, though, the pirates have been beefed up, and there's something we're going to be tweaking with, because some people may find them a little bit too much. But over the coming months, I suspect we'll be playing around more and more with the pirates, because they are pretty fun to play with. And what we want to do is make it so that they're pretty powerful, but we don't want them to be overwhelming. Like this guy, he has 4,600 hit points. That's more than some of my capital ships have. But not that my system's in any real danger, I hope.